I'm here to record just a short video related to this fantastic bacteriophage model that you should be receiving in the mail any day now. Maybe you've already received it. So this is part of the field test materials that were, a second batch of them that we're mailing out. A couple things I want to tell you. When you receive this model, it won't look like this. You'll get this, and then we've taken the 6 long tail fibers off. So there'll be a little bag that will have 6 of these, only one of which has the multicolored segment, which is modeled in this other fantastic model. So let me first talk about that. You're going to get a bag of 6 of these that you're going to have to snap on to this. And now here, yeah, see, if you take this right now and you start to snap that on there, you will not be successful. Because when you look very carefully, I know you can't see this, but there's a little feature here that didn't 3D print quite accurately. And this little gap is a little too small on one end. So you have to take something like this triangular file or an emery board. It was just suggested to me that perhaps an emery that little file you use for your fingernails might do the same thing. But what I'm saying is you have to open that gap up just a little bit so that you can take this. Yeah, I sure hope this works. Alright, see, I didn't do it quite enough because it's still really hard to snap on there. So I'm going to have to do this again. I'm going to have to record this whole video over if I can't make this work. So this is, there it goes. So this is part of the feedback we're expecting from you. Tell us all the things that need to be changed about this. So that's how you're going to assemble the pieces that you get to make this. I'll say one more thing. When you grab this, you're going to notice there's some really sharp points down here that makes it very painful to grab this very tightly. Those will be smoothed over in the next iteration of this model. So, I know you guys already know this, but all of these kits that we're sending you they're not exactly first prototypes, but they're not final prototypes either. So that's part of the field testing we're asking you to do. Let us know what works and what doesn't work. All right, that's the main thing I wanted to warn you about when you receive this. You can pretty quickly generate this model. You will notice something different because when you saw this model at the course this summer, this little colored piece was flipped so that the larger knob was on the bottom. That was wrong. This is right. So this is a more accurate reflection of how this model relates to the tip of this long tail fiber. We are posting on that website a Word doc that describes this model and a series of JMOL commands that you can enter into the Exploratorium that will generate this particular model. So you will see 7 iron atoms distributed along this long needle type structure. You will also see the 6 histidines that surround each one of those irons. Should back up and say this is made up of 3 identical chains. So each one drops down a hairpin. So there's a blue, green, and a pink hairpin that starts up here somewhere. Whoops. Starts up here because this is the end that is feeling around on the surface of a bacteria to see if it can detect the right receptor that will tell it to go ahead and trigger this injection mechanism. So there's a blue hairpin, a pink hairpin, a green hairpin. They all come down here, they turn around, they come back up. So you have 7 irons with 6 histidines surrounding each of the 7 irons. be careful here, you're going to confuse your students. And then it'll also generate these hydrophobic clusters, these green side chains. And it's not like we only displayed those that were on the inside. We displayed all of them. So this series of JMOL commands selects all the hydrophobic residues, wireframe 200, color yellow. And the interesting thing is there are no hydrophobic side chains exposed on the outside surface of this long tail fiber. They're all either in these two globular domains on either end, or they're inside this 6-stranded long tail fiber structure. So we hope you'll not only use this model, but you'll have your students open the Exploratorium, enter those commands, and then they will be visualizing, playing with, examining this particular model in that JMOL Exploratorium. All right, I'll mention one last thing. There's a rubber band down here at the bottom. And I can't tell you for sure if we ship this with a rubber band or not, but I'm sure you have rubber bands. You're going to have to, if we didn't ship the right rubber band, you're going to have to find the right rubber band that gives you enough support that this thing stands upright. And then this is the triggering, and this is the injection mechanism. I've also equipped this model with some viral DNA. And unfortunately, you're going to have to open up the tube that is in your model so that you can get some yarn through there. So you're going to have to do a little fussing in order to equip your bacteriophage model with its DNA. When you do that, tie a little knot right here so that you can't pull it back through all the way and be faced with the problem of, once again, trying to get that threaded through there. All right, those are just some little tips as to how you can use this. The last thing I'll say is that on the website, we've included a link to this paper. This is the paper in which the PDB file for this tip of the long tail fiber was reported. So if you want, you can look at in more detail about what they said about this particular structure. And then I'm going to put links to 2 other papers there. And one of them is a review by Michael Rossman's group. And this is a 2010 review. So I'll warn you right now that Michael Rossman and many other people have been spending the major part of their careers trying to determine the molecular structure of all of the proteins that make up this ridiculous model. And I say ridiculous because when you look at this and then you try to tell kids that this is not a product of any design. It's a fantastic design, but no one designed it. It just evolved over millions of years. So talk about a molecular machine. It stretches your imagination a little bit. And your job is to get your kids to sort of imagine how this might have happened. And there are rabbit holes all over here, is what I'm trying to tell you. Fascinating rabbit holes. Probably not a good thing to encourage either you or your students to explore many of those because it gets really deep really fast. But the amazing thing is you assemble, you make the tail fibers over here. Again, we know at least of 3 proteins that are involved in the tip. I don't know much about the proteins that are involved in the rest of these long tail fibers. And then I don't know hardly any details at all of the rest of this. I think there's a lysozyme-like activity right here at the tip. Why would you need a lysozyme-like activity? Well, this thing is going to bind to the surface of a bacteria, and we know there is a LPS, a lipopolysaccharide cell wall, right on the outside surface. So you can imagine just a projectile point, sharp protein that sort of stabs its way through there. But you might also imagine some enzymatic activity, a lysozyme that would digest away the peptidoglycan cell wall. I know there are people who know a lot more about what this protein is and its enzymatic activity. I shouldn't go on any further, except to tell you, if you read the Rossman review, skip right to figure 15. That's when he finally gets around to talking about what's known about the structure of the tip of a long tail fiber in this particular model. And then there's another, I'm not sure if I'm going to put a link to this. This is another paper. It talks about the molecular anatomy of the receptor binding module of the long tail fiber. So here's a paper that deals only with this receptor binding module and how it's designed so that it can recognize a protein on the surface of a cell regardless of the angle of approach to that particular receptor. All right, that's it. Enjoy your bacteriophage T4 model.